Hatred. True hatred. That isn't pissing in someone's water bottle just because you had a bad argument. I'm talking the type of hatred where you go to their job and you sprinkle out the little seeds of distrust. Oh, yeah, I knew Jed back when we were running bricks outside of Chicago. Oh, wait, you didn't know that? Damn. I'm sure that he's a changed man now. That type of hatred where you just simply sprinkle the idea of that person being a bad person, until somebody takes it to the extreme. So somebody takes that idea and they run with it. That's the type of hatred I'm talking about, the manipulative kind, the long game. Okay, and sometimes it can be the short game too, where it's just a simple where you do something just to piss them off, maybe a little rage bait until the rage bait turns evil. That's the type of hate we're talking about today. Lex Luthor. Now I'm not talking comics. I'm talking superhero movie. All right, because I don't have the comics on hand, but I'm talking true undistilled hate from a man he has almost never met. Lex knows this is basically one sided. He hates Superman, but Superman doesn't really care about him. But Lex don't care. He don't give a fuck. He wants that smoke. He wants to have Superman's symbol of hope mounted on his wall just so he can look at it and be like, yeah, yellow nigga, that I did that. He says in the movie, he says that if he wasn't so liked, he would have been iced him. If the U.S. didn't like him so much, didn't see him as so useful, he would have been done that nigga in. Probably years ago. That's D1. That's draft one prospect. You don't believe me? Okay. The first piece of evidence I want to look at is Ultraman. Okay, this one's real short and real simple. Okay, imagine making a whole persona, a whole entire personality. Okay, just so you can use that personality, just so you can use that other person, that new creation you just made to destroy someone else. Just so you can destroy their reputation, just so you can go and gossip and hate and bully them. I mean, honestly, I can't help but respect you. That's commitment on a whole other level. He went and used his resources, his brain, his smarts, not to cure cancer or climate change or figure out a way to feed the planet. He did it so he could hate on a nigga who doesn't even know he exists. I mean, honestly, what do you do? What do you say to that? What do you say to that other than that's good commitment? I mean, listen, you got people who can't even commit to relationships as much as this man's committing to hating on a nigga who is saving the planet. And then not only that, not only Ultraman, let's look at evidence number two, okay? He cloned Superman. He took a clone of Superman. He took the hair follicles from a fight that he probably orchestrated and manufactured. He took that hair and he cloned Superman. And he told that Superman, since you're dumb as hell, I'll just give you the fight plans. And not only that, okay, evidence number three. We'll come back to the clone Superman thing, but evidence number three that I feel like is the most important thing. He studied Superman to the point where he knows exactly what moves counter which moves. He has a whole alphabet and numerical organization. I don't know how to describe it. Where he just says, "Oh, 4L, boom, Superman's clone does the thing." 6D, Superman clone does some other move. Like he knows Superman down to the biology. After all, he cloned him. That's it. Oh, oh my God, get him on the team already. Listen, if I'm a general manager looking to up my hating game, I genuinely have to look at some of the goats. Okay, Dio Brando. Okay, that is a generational hater. Literally, his veins, the blood in his veins isn't even technically his. He's using the body of somebody he despises in order to continue his hating game. In order to hate on some niggas he's never even met, just because they have Joestar at the end of their name. I respect that. And honestly, if I'm looking at towards the grades, I gotta put Lex Luthor up there. Okay, I got Lex Luthor at my one. I got Dio at my 2. And then I got like probably someone like Stink Meaner at my 3. That's right, I said Stink Meaner. Okay, see people being listen. He literally lived for the hate. All right, and I respect that too. Listen, this video is simply about the fact that Lex Luthor is the most hating ass nigga there is. Okay, and those other people, you could at least give him, oh, that was a valid crash out. No, he's just a hater. And the saddest part of all is that some of the brightest stars burn out too quickly. I mean, come on, crying at the end of the movie? Come on now. We cannot see any sort of regret in your eyes, and crying is the most regretful thing imaginable. And I know that crying wasn't, oh, I can't believe I did that to Superman. The crying was, God damn it, I can't believe Superman did this to me. Which is even crazier because it's like, not only are you not accepting responsibility for what you did, you're putting the blame on to somebody else who's doing the right thing. I honestly, I can't but help but stand and applaud. Standing ovation. Okay, 10 out of 10. Biggest hater there is. I'll maybe drop another one about Dio. All right. Listen, if you like this video, try out new stuff. I'm really passionate about this one though. So if you like this video, subscribe, like, comment who I should do, or maybe don't comment at all. I would love to know what else I could do to make these videos better. I'm always gonna add that segment at the end. I want to know how to make these videos better. Anyway, I gotta get to the next video. All right, peace.